What is up, gang? Nick here. Welcome to the show if you're new. Thanks for coming back if you're not. Well, after a day of complete and utter disregard for financials and business operations and statistics, today on the market brought back, I guess you could say, a more traditional day. However, there was still a ton of volatility, and here we go again with the short-term NIO investors entering the chat saying NIO to $150 a share. I remember yesterday when the same gang was saying that NIO was doomed and going to $20 a share. But nonetheless, we here are NIO gang long. We know the potential of this company and just how big they could be in the coming quarters and years. So here's what I'm going to do in today's episode. I'm going to first cover some speculation about why NIO might absolutely explode in the coming days. This is all very speculative, however, I do feel the need to cover it. I will then be going over NIO's lead up to the weekend and the all-important Monday. As we will be receiving their January deliveries likely on Monday morning, this will be very important. I will then talk about where their values could land in the coming days, weeks, and months. We have a ton to get to in today's video, but before we get it, Webull has improved their promo. They are now offering 4 free stocks worth up to $3,700. All you have to do is 1, sign up, 2, open an account, and 3, deposit in at least $100 using the link in my description. This is a complete no-brainer. They are a 0% commissions trading platform and offers some of the best analytics in the game. Check out the Patreon page and Discord. What a cool community. Thank you so much to everyone who's already joined. It's growing every single day. I will be doing a live stream tomorrow night going over my entire portfolio. You don't want to miss any of that. And more importantly, I'd really appreciate it. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm and for Lee Bin. All right, let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to start off with some overview of today, some Reddit talk, and some speculation. NIO was up on the day after a very scary start on opening bell. A lot of traders were still pushing the Reddit stocks like GME, AMC, BB, and NOK. There was a brief moment in time where it looked like these stocks might continue rallying, but inevitably, this fell apart and most of the Reddit stocks crashed. Remember, it only takes a few people to sell on speculation to really open the floodgates. I do think these will continue crashing and plummeting in the coming days and weeks, but that is a completely different video. Now, there was word that a lot of these investors who had made huge gains with these stocks were reallocating their profits to what they are hoping will be the next so-called Reddit stock. And a lot, and I mean a lot of investors were reallocating to NIO. This is important. We saw absolutely massive trading volumes, and oddly, we saw NIO finish well into the green, whereas competitors like Tesla finished in the red. This is actually unusual, as the two stocks tend to very closely mimic one another. Their businesses and operations are set up completely different, and they can't be superimposed onto one another in my point of view, but nonetheless, the market does what it wants. So interestingly, off opening bell, as NIO shares began plummeting, it became increasingly clear investors were losing faith in the Reddit stocks. We then actually began to see a surge in NIO shares volumes and their stock price. Now this surge actually perfectly coincides with investors running for the doors on stocks like GameStop and AMC. It's clear, a lot of investors think NIO might be WallStreetBets' next target. If you have been invested in this company for a while now, you may remember that Citron, helmed by Andrew Left, sent shockwaves through the EV world, which ended up plummeting NIO shares. There is a substantial short position, and some were discussing a potential short squeeze on NIO. I would not be in the least surprised to see NIO gaining some traction due to all this internet trolling. I'm not going to state my stance on this madness, but I am continually making it clear I am a long-term investor, not a swing trader or short-term trader. However, if you have been with me since the beginning and are invested in NIO due to their fundamentals, their statistics, their operations, we maybe become the beneficiaries to something insane in the coming days and weeks. I'll keep you guys updated on this. Looking at their charting, NIO finished the trading day up 1.30, up 2.28% to just south of its 60 building resistance line. It's also noteworthy that we're up big after hours trading. I will be keeping an extremely close eye on this internet chatter. Make sure to join join the Discord channel, the NIO page will be updated as soon as I hear anything. We will be the first to know. Now, regardless of whether this happens or not, remember that we here are focused on long-term gains. Zoom out from the short-term volatile nonsense. Stay honed in on the goal long-term. So let's focus on NIO running into the weekend. NIO is set to release their January delivery numbers likely on February 1st, which lands on Monday. I will have a live stream in the morning going over their delivery numbers on my Patreon page. I do think they will have knocked the month out of the ballpark, and for a number of reasons. Historically in China, there is a run off deliveries moving from December into January in terms of car sales. We do see a slight dip. However, these are still some of the highest delivery months historically. Now, with the global health situation slowly coming to a close, more and more consumers are expected to return to work on an increasing basis, and this is especially apparent in mainland China. Work requires vehicles, and vehicles will increase in sales throughout the course of the year. NIO delivered 7,007 vehicles in December, and this was truly unexpected. Many analysts were only hoping for a figure in the low 6,000s, but NIO is showing its true demand. Their supply is now able to keep up with the intense demand, which I personally think is in the 5 figures per month currently. Now, whether NIO is able to feasibly build and deliver over 10,000 vehicles a month remains the million-dollar question. NIO had publicly stated in December that they would feasibly be able to deliver around 5,000 units in December. However, demand was clearly escalating out of control, and NIO had to act quick to catch up to this. Li Bin stated that they initiated what was termed double shift mode in order to keep up with the growing supply. They then delivered 7,007 vehicles, a whole 2,007 vehicles more than they had previously stated possible. Now, Li Bin had also stated that their capacity would likely be 7,500 units per month in January. However, this was likely without double shift mode calculated into the figure. Now, with double shift mode, a more robust supply chain through their partners at JAC Motors, and a more fluid process, a number around 9,000, and potentially closing in on 10,000 is not out of the question. I do think they will have another record-breaking month. There have been leaks emerging that sales and deliveries have been intense throughout the month of January. Now, if they do hit another record month, I think shares will surge, and unlike times in the past where we see intense corrections, intense consolidating share prices, I think shares will remain high. Why do I think this? Well, remember, NIO is gearing up to release their Q4 earnings in just a matter of weeks now. This has been something virtually no one is talking about. In this mess of internet gambling on the stock market, let's remember that this company at the end of the day relies on its fundamentals and statistics. I do think NIO will post phenomenal numbers on their earnings. I am hoping for a vehicle margin closing in on 20% and a gross margin around 17%. The revenue is obviously going to be through the roof, and I will be keeping a close eye on their operating expenses and their cost of revenue. These have been weak points in previous earnings and are really chewing into all of their revenue. If they are able to mitigate this through a more robust outsourcing model, their road to profitability will become much clearer, and if and when investors realize this, I think we will begin to see an escalating share price. As always, I will be there every step of the way keeping you all informed. Make sure to subscribe. This will be a very interesting weekend, and next week we are up in the green after hours. And now I do think NIO will hit $70 a share next week. I will keep you all updated. NIO to the moon. Don't forget about the Webull promo, 4 free stocks worth up to $3,700. All you have to do is 1 sign up, 2 open an account, and 3 deposit in at least $100 using the link in my description. This really is a complete no-brainer. They are a 0% commissions trading platform. They offer some of the best analytics in the game. This offer ends soon, guys. You do not want to sleep on this one. Check out my Patreon page. It really would mean the world to me. Thank you so much to all those who have already pledged. You guys are the best. Tune in for the live stream I will be doing tomorrow night. I'm going to be going over my entire portfolio. I'll be doing an AMA. You can ask me anything. We can discuss, chat. It's going to be fun. I will see you all there. Anyways, everyone, take care. Happy trading. Cheers.